Yo, Big Kish back up in here. We about to go over Joe Budden's podcast dissecting Kendrick Lamar's leaked verse on the Clipse album. I want to see what he got to say. You know he got some insight. You know Ice-ish, they got some insight on this. Before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all pick y'all up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description for purchase, along with the Discord and some merch. But yeah, let's get into this, man. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
They can talk for us. And Pharrell says, we made this whole project right downstairs, the Louis headquarters, staring at whatever, what is that? What, some type of river, staring at the scene. Huh?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on.
Hey, shout out to Scores and Assists, been putting in that work, man. Putting in that work.
Freeze.
Didn't want Kendrick Lamar's feature to appear on one of the tracks. As a result, Clipse are no longer on Def Jam.
Oh man! All right, they took my Clipse Kendrick verse away.
Did they? That shit was fire, yo.
Oh, boo! Come on, Freeze. Find it so we can dissect it.
I'm only playing it off a snippet. That's it. I'm gonna play it.
Oh, it was so fire. You heard it, Mark?
Yeah. The internet was. It's funny because I heard it and liked it. Then I saw a lot of people say this is the worst shit ever. You know, the Drake side of the equation. A lot of their fans were like, "This."
I was about to say, I ain't hear nobody say they disliked it until he had to add that little modifier. Oh, the Drake side of thing. Oh, okay, we get it now.
This was trash. This proves,
Really?
yeah, which was absurd to me. I think regardless of where you stand on this divided issue, Kendrick was fired.
Yeah.
So it was up and then they took it down?
Yeah,
Yes.
somebody leaked.
Absolutely.
Oh,
got
somebody
leaked,
leaked
yeah.
it. Okay, got it.
I was surprised it was up as long as it was.
It was up, and now it's not because it shouldn't have been up.
Right.
Why didn't you screen record or something?
I don't do that unless I'm on the phone with them.
I don't do that.
Other than that, yeah, I don't have it no more. The label took it down. But a few things. Oh, you found it, Big Freeze.
Freeze.
Take it further, Freeze.
Our tech
They thought
consultant.
they was gonna stop us. And Mel's phone background needs to change. So when you finish that, change his background on his
And
phone.
you need to set an alarm.
Oh yeah, and she got to set an alarm. Look at the things she needs.
Flashlight. That shit was funny. All right, here we go.
Oh, I had the good quality one.
I mean, it's only.
I hate hearing it like this.
I hated that this leaked.
Yeah.
Absolute hate.
At the same time, though, first of all, I do want to shout out the Clipse and whoever's running their rollout because they are
Killing
bodying
it.
it to me.
Everybody was online blaming AG Chike for leaking it, but it was more cameras around him than his phone.
Every aspect.
They just did
merch,
the New York Times podcast
They did
with
everything.
John Monica. I forgot how you say his name. It was great though. It was great. They really get into the verse and the song about how the label has like a lyric auditor there, usually to catch sample clearance things, interpretations. If you use some lyrics from someone else's, they have to clear that. But they kind of started overstepping it and taking it into censorship and doing things on behalf of the bigger label. We don't want to have a mess with Drake or whatever it may be. That was a very interesting conversation. Malice especially, because he was talking about how hip hop is the one place for black people to be most expressive in the world, and now you have this label censoring them. It's a really good conversation. I recommend checking it out.
Yo, y'all knew this. I didn't. It's not my bag, but yo, I really like hearing Push and them talk.
Yeah.
Like, it's certain people that'll lure you in with their conversation. Like, I like hearing Dame. I like hearing 50. I like hearing certain people speak. A lot of rappers is like wet mops.
Yeah.
When they start talking, they'll pull you into the conversation. Like,
I don't understand that term.
No, a lot of people don't interview well.
No, it's true.
That is
A lot
true.
of rappers don't interview well.
I got you.
Yeah, we know. But when certain people start to speak, it's like, oh shit, and they'll just lure you in. So I really have been enjoying a little run that they on.
Yeah, for sure. And everything about the run that they're on tells me how intentional everything has been. Like, they weren't just in the studio rapping over beats. You know what I mean? Like, it was OD thought out from top to bottom.
And I love to hear black men that
They wasn't just in the studio neither. Like they was in fucking
France.
Paris.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton headquarters.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And when Pharrell introduced, because I watched the whole clip of him introducing the record that Kendrick is on, and it's Pharrell talking. I love watching it because as a rapper, if you got Pharrell to talk, it's like, yeah, nigga, say something. It's like we used to be telling him, nigga, talk for us. And Pharrell says, we made this whole project right downstairs, the Louis headquarters, staring at whatever, what is that? What, some type of river, staring at
The scene.
Huh?
Scene or same?
Same.
Whatever it is, he was saying, staring at this river, and the river is so rich that it just makes. I'm like, yo, this nigga got too much money. He just up there. The Clipse is
but this is
the grimiest, grungiest.
But that's the fly shit. That's the fly.
But that's dope because it lets us know the rags to riches. That's the whole story, from rags to riches. I like that. I was just watching an interview with Pusha T, and he was letting me know how. Well, he was letting everybody that said let me know, like he was talking to me, but he was letting it be known how Biggie had inspired one of his first album. It was like he got all his motivation from Big. He tried to actually copy what Big did, like talking that Versace talk and talking that, you know what I'm saying, that luxury stuff. So yeah, that's dope.
Shit about this rollout, even doing the New York Times, even though I'd obviously rather have them come talk to us and tell us these stories, it places it in a different place.
Yes.
This is not just some hip hop shit. Like, no, we're gonna go sit with fucking art critics and we're gonna tell an entire story about this shit.
And when you sit down and hear these two black
it makes
boys,
it not cheap.
Cause did their merch.
Right.
Yeah.
And it ain't just a couple tees.
Right.
No, but
it's art. Hey, their vinyl packaging. Cause did that. Like, it's art.
Nah,
it's art.
They done drop about 4 different capsule collections with.
They killing.
This is different.
And you hear these two black men that sit around and talk about cocaine, sit in front of these white people and articulate and convey their thoughts, and their grammar is on point, and all their diction and all of that shit is on point. That shit is fire. Like, you be proud as fuck listening to them speak.
Man, them people at Louis Vuitton headquarters, you think they don't know what that white is. Them out of all people know what some white is. Don't get it fucked up, man. Do not get it up. They know what Pusha T is talking about. They probably got it in allegedly. They probably got it in a room or something like that. You never know, man. Come on, man. I don't care how feng shui these people act. How I don't care how they act. They know what some white is.
No, in one of these interviews, they said they ain't even talking about cocaine. That's how ill they are on this shit.
No, I'm talking about, but that's their.
The crazy shit about the Clipse, like, I was talking about this with my man who was an MC upstate when I was home last. Like, yeah, it's coke rap, but it's not. Like, they just use that as a vehicle to talk about all the deeper shit that they're talking about in all these raps. And I forgot what the opening song they were saying in this interview is about their parents who both passed, rest in peace. It's called something like Birds Don't Fly or something like that. So it's like, even with that, you're doing a super deep song while playing into something that, this is going to be a song about coke.
Birds.
You know, exactly.
Birds don't fly sometimes.
Yeah, I forgot what the title. I might be butchering that, but
Birds Don't Fly is this one with John Legend.
Yeah, they talk a lot of that fly shit, and you'll just miss it if all you hear is
the coke raps,
drug talk. Like, same with Sahai.
Yeah.
Like, these are people that they talk fly shit.
Special like that.
Pen is different.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah. Like, that's just a vehicle for them to tell some real deep shit. Like
when Push said, what he said, I never bought a bitch Michael Kors. What was the line? What was the line?
Can't a bitch live and say I bought a Michael Kors. Yeah.
Dog, that line fucked the whole summer up that summer.
You was broke then?
No, not for me. Not for me. Listen, I was there from the Michael Kors watch inception when it got hot. I'm talking about 05-ish, when bitches felt like they needed to have this. So I saw it go out, and I saw bitches still holding on. And that's when niggas was buying.
Hey, Corey.
Niggas was buying the Michael Kors watches.
There y'all go.
They older than me.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They do their shit.
But H don't know. You saying Michael Kors was done before then?
He trying to say, yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
what
trying
they're
to say.
trying to
That's
say.
not true.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Some
That's not true.
Some good old
That's
tea.
not true.
That's not true. That's
You're
not
such
true.
an elitist.
I'm not saying
Me?
Yes.
Y'all
I
saying
didn't
it was
say a
never
word.
in?
Nah,
There
nigga,
was
you
a
and Corey was
point.
doing y'all shit where y'all looking call us broke. They do that shit every week.
They do this
Yeah.
shit.
What?
Where the shit we thought
Michael's
was lit, they
watching
like,
his end, Corey. Stop.
Yo, listen to this. I'm about to say it depends on who you ask. Is that
Right.
fair?
You saying like if you ask a broke nigga, yes?
It depends on who you
Yeah,
ask.
That's what he trying to
they
say.
talking money talk.
Yeah,
They talking
they
money
doing
talk.
that money talk.
Yeah, you remember that
I'm
lifestyle.
talking hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were selling drugs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Nigga,
what they're saying.
You did 30. This nigga just, he ran away.
In y'all drug dealing travels,
Nobody looked up to him at the time.
In your drug dealing travels, y'all didn't see bitches with the Michael Kors watches on?
Yes.
So you know the
Who travels?
See?
Who travels?
What was the watch? I said, what was the watch, nigga?
Minimum? Michelle was the minimum.
Hey, he talking to you now.
It was the minimum.
I'm talking to you.
I'm lying? Minimum.
Don't ask Mel, nigga. Don't ask Mel.
Wait,
She
no,
don't know.
wait. I'm sorry, what?
No, I was talking. Michelle was the minimum. Come on, Joe, stop.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Y'all niggas sat up here and
was
crucified Coach.
Well, that's different.
I'm
bro.
not shitting on y'all.
Oh.
I'm not shitting on y'all. I remember what y'all talking about, but that's different, nigga.
They played at a different level. That's what they keep trying to tell
Right,
us.
trying to
But
remind
that's
us.
okay with me.
That's it. I wasn't.
That's okay with me.
And Michael Kors, yeah.
Yeah, Mel. Yeah, say it.
No, he has two different lines. He has like his contemporary line that is what
All
you're
designers-
talking
And
about.
he had the high end line.
And then he has the high end
Yeah.
line that, yeah. But I know that that's not what they're talking about.
Look at these. Look at these.
Wait,
niggas. Look at these balls.
wait, hold up.
Bro,
hold
I'm
up,
not
hold up.
saying a
I was
word,
cool
bro.
with them shitting on me about a Michael Kors. How you just jumping and shit on me too?
I wasn't. I was
No,
just
she
making
wasn't
it.
shitting.
No, I was just making it clear that there was. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to big up a push.
I'm sorry about that.
That's it.
And I was making a joke.
I don't want to be.
They went from talking about the Kendrick Lamar verse to Michael Kors, but I think he about to get back on topic right now.
I was just making
I don't
a
want
joke.
no beef, but hey, you might be right. I never thought about it like that.
I was broke. Right?
After a while,
I was feeling good about myself, right?
After a while, the Michael Kors watch was an indicator of who not to fuck.
But that's what they say. It was always the indicator for these niggas.
I don't know.
It wasn't. Yo, don't put
I
me.
don't know.
He fucked the Michael Kors watch.
I don't know.
You.
I sure have.
He fucking Swatch.
I sure have.
Timex.
Casio.
Everybody got an Apple Watch damn near. He's like, oh, fuck that watch. It's the plastic.
Yo, they still talking about these watches? Nah, we can't do this.
People were talking down about other people.
Got it.
Now I'm gonna look at your Michael Kors.
Got you what you're
differently.
saying.
If you got on the app,
No.
Anyway, back to Clipse really quick. Every song I've heard sounds like a real Def Jam kind of project.
They dropped the ball.
Wow, Def Jam.
They dropped the ball.
Old Def Jam. These are the types of albums old Def Jam would have like stood proud and tall behind.
For sure.
Like some real hip hop sounding shit.
That lets you know that it's new people in charge. It's other people behind the scenes, different influences and stuff. It's a different time, man. It's just like when you go into any place, establishment or business, you think that it's still one way after all these years. You go back into it, you like, oh damn, shit done changed around this motherfucker. This shit done changed, man. Look, I just took my daughter to Chuck E. Cheese, man. I took her in there. They had a trampoline in there. Like, oh snap. Just went in there. They had a whole new slide, new park up, different management. Same thing goes on with these record companies. Get switched up real quick for the bad or for the good. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, but yeah, Def Jam, it seemed like shit done changed up for the worse. They trying to block people lyrics and all of that. Oh, we think we talking about this, but they came. Push T said that it was over him saying something about Trump, the Trump card or something like. I don't know, man. I don't think that's what it was.
With the greatest producers, the greatest features. When I heard a Kendrick feature, a Nas feature leaked earlier.
We got
He
a whole
went
Louis
crazy.
Vuitton backing. Like,
Yeah.
And I mean, not to start the rumor mill up again, will it be a whole verse on there?
No
I
comment.
think so.
Oh, so yeah.
I think so. All these guys is in Paris, bro. All of them. I think they utilizing that studio, man.
Okay. I said no comment.
We know that Hov is giving Push a verse.
I hope
and
so.
pushing Pharrell.
Yeah.
You think that Pharrell and Push didn't send something over that sound like Allure times a zillion? Hey, OG. Hey, just wanted to see
When you get a minute.
Just tell me what you think of this. He don't even ask for the verse. Tell me how you think this beat sounds.
Joe, I have a question. Drake.
I was cooking just now.
Sorry, you wasn't.
No, go ahead. I want to hear it now.
Let me how it sounds. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to get me back. Come on.
Let me. Yeah.
When you send a verse,
Drake is signed.
Send it electronically. Do you need
Wi-Fi to send a verse?
Right.
I want to hear.
Drake signed to who? Who's Drake signed to? Universal. Def Jam is under Universal?
Yes. That's the other thing.
Okay.
Def Jam is under Universal. So I understand whatever Push is saying, and he's saying that the line in question was a Trump line.
Yeah.
Do you think Universal is doing that? Are they doing that in order to keep Drake there? Because there was rumors, like you said, that he might go to Cross.
Yeah, we fighting the case.
Of course.
I want to say this. Being as though that Pusha T get that certain style, like that, talking that Gucci sweater, that, you know what I'm saying, I got the new this, I got the new that. That style come from Biggie. I got the interview. I'm gonna put it in the collage later. But back in the day, Jay-Z had that type of talk too in his raps. You know what I'm saying? So I could only imagine that Hov is gonna get on this album talking that, you know, what he do now. You know what I'm saying? Not only he ain't, you know, talking about that Marcy stuff no more. He elevated in life. And his raps are grown now, and that's my thing with this Jim Jones. I don't know what he doing, bro. People are elevating, man. People talking that grown man talk on these albums now.
Drake has good lawyers too. We don't need. Listen,
got it.
One wrong word on these songs, and I will get 7,000 emails from an attorney.
One wrong word on the song, and Drake's gonna say, "See, told you. I told y'all that this is what they doing."
It seems like they were just talking about the optics of it. Period. It didn't matter what he said.
But I can hear the part that he said in that line.
Yeah, but if Drake is Six God and your opening 8 bars is saying, "I'll send him back to the cosmics."
Yeah.
Even though we think that this verse was done before any of this beef shit popped off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we think this verse is like a year old, maybe longer.
Nah. Send it back to the cosmics.
This Clipse album has been done.
This album has been finished.
This album has been finished.
2024.
They're supposed to go last month.
I'm in the future.
He finished.
I don't know. 18 months.
Yeah, if the joint's supposed to come out in 2024, who knows what they done tweaked to, you know, bring it up to the times. You know what I'm saying?
To go.
Features were not. There was.
Ain't no nigga like just the telepath.
We said Not Like Us was what, April? May. So you talking about almost 16,
a year,
almost 14 months ago. He could have been. Album could have been done, and he still could have.
Yeah.
And I think Pusha T is one of Hov's favorite rappers
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a fact.
I think so.
And Pharrell's one of his favorite producers.
I also think all that integrity shit that you keep hearing in Push and Jeezy, I think Hov takes a liking as
To
a
those
human
types of individuals.
to those types of humans. I also think Hov really loves Pharrell, and he just performed at that Louis shit in that fly ass coat jacket he had on. That Louis that shit was fly. But anyway, Hov ain't gonna just keep letting niggas fire at Pharrell, especially if it's niggas he may not like. I might have a hot take. I'm gonna think about it. I think somebody getting shot if he's on there.
Remember, Pharrell gave Jay-Z them beats that let's exchange clothes and he had him on his grown not saying he wasn't already grown, but his image just like turned around, you know?
It's gonna be some
multiple people might get shot.
It's gonna be some slick talk that is gonna be poignant to somebody.
Kanye gonna get shot. Kanye's getting clearly shot. Bazooka. It ain't even gonna be nothing hidden. That's gonna come from a couple different angles. How Roy said, pause. We got custom. It's one of those.
Allegedly he said that.
Yeah, he never did party. That was AI. That was AI.
He was early adopter.
Yeah, he fucking shit up.
When Hov performed with Beyonce, he took Ye name out that verse.
Yeah, but
I didn't take that as nothing.
Yeah, he just put Beyonce's his name in there instead because he's with
her.
With her in Paris.
Okay. That performance was crazy too. I loved it, man. To see him come out on that last leg of the tour, get the way the crowd responded when Hov took stage, I thought.
Yeah, it's fire.
Niggas
It's no
was
secret
mad.
that him and Ye don't get along. Right. So I don't think that he did that just to shoot at Ye.
Right.
Yo, that don't bother your mind, Parks and Joe. I mean, as fans or something, right? To me, when I look at that, it's like Jay-Z kept ascending, and then if you wasn't ascending with him, it looks, because Tata and Biggs and them is there, but it just looks like if you was a detriment, nigga, I'm gonna just leave you to the side. Like, damn.
Why would I have a problem?
Everybody can't go.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but
Exactly.
yeah, but I look at it a little bit different. I look at it a little bit different, and that's me. But like,
Ye was ascending too, by the way.
like, damn, I know he was ascending, but then it makes me think that what could possibly go wrong between them two, right?
You talked about my
like
kids.
if Ye before that. If you know
Talked about my wife.
if you know Ye is crazy, sometimes you know your nigga is crazy. You'd be like,
He said slavery was a choice.
you sit over there.
Talks about Nazis.
On a scale of 1 to
No,
10.
I'm not talking about that, but before that, Mel, you're bringing up
Before
stuff.
that, you went crazy in the middle of your show and you gave me 20 minutes on stage. Fuck is you thinking?
I don't.
He went on
I don't remember that.
Well, then there's that whole Kardashian thing.
The wedding.
Come to my wedding. And I don't want to get in gossip land.
Got it.
Please,
Got it.
I don't,
Got it.
I,
You don't.
please.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Please.
We move that from that.
But how good do y'all think y'all are? And I'm coming with the ad. It's coming. How good do y'all think y'all are at identifying a liability? I'm getting this from the Bleak interview.
No, but that's what Flip just
I'm getting
said.
it
He
from the
said,
Bleak
"Yo, if
interview.
somebody's a detriment, you cut them off."
That's why I was about to
detriment
ask.
was the word that you used. If somebody keeps being detrimental, and I have a certain goal in mind, or I have a certain place where I want my life to go, and you keep being a detriment to that, how long do I keep saying?
What's my man that was sitting up here? What's my man that was sitting up here?
Ray Daniels?
Ray.
I agree with Ray Daniels and even I think Wayne. Though. I agree with them when they said that if Dame and Jay came up together, if I was Jay, I wouldn't leave Dame like that. No, because I wouldn't leave Dame like that. Dame wouldn't be $10 million in debt. If that was my came up together, I wouldn't do that.
You don't know how many conversations or chances or tries to get him right that they had. Like if it's your man's, and he fuck.
I ain't gonna lie. Dame Dash do seem kind of stubborn. Like, he's the type that, like, you can't tell him nothing. He's gonna stand on what he stands on. He ain't budging no matter what. And Jay probably was giving him chance after chance that you never know.
Fucking up, and you try to pull him to the side. Yo, dog, you fucking this up, bro. I keep giving you chance after chance, and you keep fucking it up. I'm not gonna let you fuck my shit up. Eventually, you gotta get cut.
You
loose.
never had a friend that just you got exhausted of that shit? Like, yo.
But now, not just that, that's behind closed doors. Now you publicly are getting on certain interviews and you're saying disparaging shit about me and my character and all of these other things. At some point, enough is going to be enough.
Got it.
One last quick piece of this I thought was interesting on, I don't know if y'all saw this, on the Paris tour was Beyonce had the Buffalo Soldiers t-shirt on. Did y'all see this?
I didn't see it.
She had a Buffalo Soldiers t-shirt, and it was interesting. It was one of the few missteps from their team in terms of fashion. One of the things Beyonce and Jay-Z have done really well is wear clothing and have aesthetics that speak to black culture, black images, and it often gets celebrated. Buffalo Soldiers is a tougher one when you start talking about, black soldiers fighting. They actually fought and helped to take land from indigenous people and other people here. And so, she wore it, and then the internet went kind of nuts, and people started taking the praise down. People started taking the accolades down, and it's one of those interesting moments for artists to me. And I'm sure they didn't do that on purpose. But it was just one of those moments where the team didn't do enough research, I think.
They got to do the history. You got to do the knowledge.
And it was one of those things that looked catchy and it worked, but till it didn't work. And I think that's a reminder to artists to be very mindful of when you start taking political statements and trying to make aesthetics out of it if you don't know the story well. That's all. But it was a big internet story for the last 24 hours or so.
You can't even wear shit no more because you like it.
No, not at all. No.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of science.
Buffalo Soldier. I'm starting about Bob Marley, nigga.
That's what you're talking about. Same Buffalo Soldier.
Yeah. But part of the story of the Buffalo Soldiers was they helped secure the land from the wild Indians.
They were cowboys, working with.
Okay, got it.
I mean, we grew up playing cowboys and Indians till we realized later on the Indians were the good guys. The cowboys weren't.
They needed their brothers to take over because they couldn't do it by themselves. When they came over here, they couldn't do it by themselves. They had to get other people to help them. They couldn't do about it. The natives was too strong. Y'all look up Geronimo, people like that. These people were powerful. They couldn't do it on their own. They had to get the other tribes or brothers, you know what I'm saying, from a different, you know what I'm saying, to help conquer them, you know what I'm saying? But it was all under the evil people.
The good guys. But again, I'm sure her team and people gave it to her and gave us certain information about it, but just not enough. And that's the problem when we wear stuff and do stuff sometimes where we don't have the whole information. So it's just a rare misstep because they get it right 99% of the time. And I'm usually very proud and excited about what they did. When I saw that, I was like, oh, and I saw the internet respond. I didn't say nothing, but I watched the internet respond and I was like, oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, just something to note. It came out of Paris as well.
And not to go back to you guys' whole Kanye conversation, because again, I'm minding my business, but it could be, it could just be we beefed over Watch the Throne. It could just be we beefed over splits. Oh. We beefed over who.
But I think we could come back from that. You get what I'm saying?
No. All the rest of that shit y'all named happened. Yeah. I'm just saying in terms of
the root of it. Initially.
Yeah, like we just don't know. When it comes to shit like that, I kind of just trust the people, right? Like if you stop seeing me and Ice together tomorrow, safe to assume
something happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Somebody did something.
You did some bullshit.
We ain't gotta know.
No.
If it's me and Ice, then it was probably me that did the bullshit. That's true. If it's me and you, I don't know though.
I know.
If it's me and you, I don't know.
You wouldn't know the word.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about Joe Budden and the podcast insight on the Kendrick Lamar's verse, their standpoint on it. Yeah, man, I think wait till I come out with this video, this interview. Very interesting how Pusha T broke down how he get a lot of things from Biggie, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we gonna get into that. Y'all just stay tuned, get the likes up, make sure y'all subscribe. Yeah. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.